I have finally crossed my first 100 followers on Threads. Okay. Now, it's been quite a long time since I first posted my initial video on this YouTube channel about getting on Threads. I want to say at least a good 3 months or more, possibly. I'm not sure. And I remember telling you that Threads is like an underground, less paid attention to platform, right? That is kind of underestimated in my opinion right now, and it has so much potential, right? People are quietly making huge amounts of money on Instagram threads alone, okay? I keep calling it Instagram threads. It's threads, right? But it's basically Instagram's version of X, formerly known as Twitter, okay? Now, back then, I'd mentioned it and I talked about it and I said I was going to get going with it, and I'd just been messing around, guessing, trial and error and all that type stuff, right? And sure enough, it was taking me forever to grow, right? And I remember yesterday I posted a video about the fact that I was like, maybe around, I only had like maybe five more or six more followers to gain. So until I, hit that threshold. And why is it so important on Threads? Because 100 followers is the point at which they start showing you your insights, right? What they call Threads insights. It's kind of like YouTube's analytics in essence, right? So you can basically see on, like on a dashboard, how you're doing, how many views you're getting, right? And before, like, for the first, I want to say, like, the first 3 months, basically, right? For the first 3 months, I'd been messing around, trial and error, or maybe the first couple months, but then everything changed when I decided to stop messing around and pick up a course, okay? All right, an Instagram, a Threads course, like, anyway, Instagram threads, whatever you want to call it. I mean, but I decided to pick one up that was created by somebody that is, in their own right, an expert in essence, right, at growing a Threads account and monetizing it, right? And that's, as I've mentioned so many times on this channel, I'm the type of person that prefers to just get a course and have that has been created by somebody that's proven, knows what they're doing, and has everything laid out for you step by step so as to make things quicker, right? And I'm sitting here and kicking myself for not having, followed what this, the strategies in this course way sooner, right? Way sooner, jumping on it way sooner, right? I did that, started going through the material and just like that, like I've picked up within the span of days what had taken me maybe, a few months before, right? It's not rocket science, but like I said, I was just messing around, experimenting left and right, but everything changed when I did that, okay? And if you want to get access to the same course, it's going to be the first link in the description below this video, created by someone that's made well over 60,000. I think they, made like $60,000 in the span of 6 months with only threads, right? With only threads, like just posting their thoughts. And of course, but it's just, there's a strategy to it, right? It's not by accident that they made that amount of money, right? So you're going to learn how to grow on threads and also monetize it, okay? And it's something that you can use to monetize threads in whatever niche you want to get into, okay? So that's the same course that I've been using, and the reason I'm telling you about this is, for one, this is going to be like my like kind of like the beginning stages of my on of a regular, I guess, regular update on how I'm doing on that platform, right? It's just call it like a Threads growth journal, so to speak, okay? And that's basically what I'm doing on this channel as a whole, right? I'm documenting everything that I'm doing to build my online business, right? And I'm sharing all that I'm doing. If you're interested in seeing the specific Threads account of mine, that I'm talking about, like the one main one that I'm working on right now before I start some others and other niches and all that, to prove that this stuff actually works in different niches, where you can grow an account in different niches and make money in different niches. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to, if you want to see this account of mine and follow along. All right, just let me know in the comments and I will respond to your comment with a link to my I'll respond with it in the comments with a link to my Threads account, so it can take you there directly. You can see what I'm doing, what's going on. If you can follow if you want to, I mean, that'll be a way, like a quick way to build. But the reason I'm not necessarily just putting it out there, like say maybe in the description of my video, is because I'm not necessarily looking to skew my results for the time being with outside help. Let's just put it that way. Of course, I could, like, obviously, if you ask in the comments, I'll put my link there, and of course that changes, that that might skew it a little bit, but I'm just banking on the fact that a lot of people watching this are, most people are just not that interested, let's just put it that way, or maybe not necessarily action takers per se. Like, they may hear something and something that is worthwhile, but from my experience and for what I've seen, whether it's my stuff or other people's channels and all that, generally speaking, people are not going to, they're not really going to take action. So I'm only going to share it with those who are actually really interested, okay? And that's also, I'm not necessarily like skewing my numbers. People, and I'm saying that because I don't anticipate getting that many comments of people asking. I'll be surprised if I even get one, right? Like, my channel's not that big. I don't get that many views, not right now. So, but if you are one of those that decides to mention in the comments, okay, I sure will let you know, right? I'm just basically banking on the fact that I won't get that many eyeballs on this video, but again, you never know. That may watch this be the video that all of a sudden takes off and starts getting more views and more people actually interested, and then I have to like follow through on what I didn't think would be the case, right? But anyway, I'm doing that. I'll share. Like I said, I'll share. If you're one of those that doesn't want to comment but you are curious, you can go look in one of my previous videos that I had actually mentioned and shared that Threads account, right? My Threads account, that I was talking about, and how many views how many followers I had at the time. Right now, I'm, like I said, I've just crossed 100. I'm probably at 101 or 102 now. And check this out. I've got 18,000 views in the previous 30 days. Okay. That even probably surpasses all the views that I've had on this channel, this YouTube channel, since I started it. Okay. Granted, it's text, right? Like, people looking at text. It's not people watching views, like video views per se, right? But it's just amazing to know, like, the amount, and I'm pretty certain, I'm pretty convinced that I'll probably hit 1,000 followers on Threads before I hit 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, right? As I've mentioned, or if I haven't mentioned it before on this video, I know I've mentioned it in previous videos, that Threads is like really an undermined, it's an underrated platform right now, and people are out there like printing money, right? They're out there making a mint, on the platform, right? At least from what I've seen, like in the circles that I'm running, right, in the crowds that I'm running on, in the space that I'm in on Threads, okay. And the other thing about it is that now, because your Threads account is connected to your Instagram account, I haven't posted in ages on Instagram, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get more followers. My Instagram account is growing organically without me necessarily doing anything on it. But like I said, I'm actually going to resume posting on Instagram, because I think I'd mentioned it. I have in previous videos that I'm currently now working on learning both Instagram and the Threads. I'm focused right now a little bit more on threads, and I'm also, I'm working on both, right? But more, in recent days I've been spending a little bit more time on threads, okay? And I see an opportunity there. I've told you about it. If I were you, I would encourage you to make use of it now before it starts getting more difficult to grow on it, right? It's growing, it's growing. It's getting attention because all of a sudden now they're talking about rolling out ads on the platform. Before, Threads did not have any ads, but now the activity on there seems to be like outpacing what's going on X, or formerly Twitter, that has been here for ages, right? But things are happening on Threads. So if I were you, I would jump on that. I would jump on that right away. And again, if you want to speed up your growth and you don't want to go trial and error or looking at what other people are doing and trying to figure it out from there, get a freaking course. And the same one, like, you can take advantage of the same one that I've purchased myself. I purchased it when it was way cheaper, okay? And who knows how the price has gone up now. Who knows how much, the more people keep joining, the more they keep adding to the more value they keep adding to in terms of content inside the course. I won't be surprised if they increase the price even more, okay, right? At the time of this recording, they have about, I think, I want to say 4,500 members inside, and there's a school community. It comes with the school community. There's other members in there that you can interact with, share ideas, tips. We're out in there, like, helping each other, and, tips, tricks, all types of stuff, right? The owner of the course, the creator, is very active in there. So I mean, it's a place to be. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything about the price going up, any going up, in addition to what it's at now. Not just yet, but it could go, because I've already witnessed two price increases. So if you want to jump on it, if you've been thinking about getting on Threads, I would highly encourage you to click that first link in the description below right now. Get access to the course, start going through the material and implementing, okay? Because like I said, the opportunity is there. And I'm going to be sharing, as we progress, just like I share everything, my progress here on YouTube and all the things that I'm doing on YouTube and trying and testing, blah, blah, blah. I'll do the same thing with Threads. I'll do the same thing with Instagram when the time comes. I'll do the same thing with TikTok. Basically all the various social media platforms that I'm going to be on, and I will share my channels on each one of those, okay? Right? Just like I have my channel here on YouTube, I'll share my channels that follow the same, I guess, branding, so to speak, of this YouTube channel, right? But once I start getting into other niches and doing, I'm actually looking, like, I'm seeing the potential. I'm seeing what's possible, and I'm looking to start, expanding and seeing how I can get into some other clickbank niches, right? Start making money on clickbank using the Threads platform, right? I'll probably start. There's actually a niche I'm already looking to go into. I'll probably start that in a brand new account, brand new Threads account, and probably a brand new Instagram account as well. I'll probably start that May 1st or so. Yeah, starting May 1st or so. I'll probably start that then. But anyway, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put in the comment section below. I will be sure to respond. And that shall be it for this Threads growth journal / update. And don't forget, if you want to jump on that same course that I'm using right now, first link in the description below this video. And I will catch you in my next one. Thank you ever so much for watching. Ciao.